So we're going to do a few poses that you would do after a run if you're a runner, because obviously your legs and things get quite tight. So we're going to take a few poses. So just step on up and come into a forward fold to start with. So feet hip width apart, and then let yourself just fold down. So if you have got tight backs to the legs, just let your knees stay soft. Just grabbing hold of your opposite elbows and letting your head relax down. So remembering it's not how far down you get, it's the space that you're looking for through the back of the legs here, the parts that would get really tight when you're running. The tighter your hamstrings are, just let your knees be even softer. Relax the neck, the face. So after you finish your run, beautiful just to come back and just stretch out through the body so you don't end up super tight. Let's take a few breaths there. All of these poses can be held for a little bit longer, just depending on how much time you have today. And let your hands just release to the floor. You're going to drop back down onto your knees and then bring your knees together and open your feet apart. Then lower your bottom all the way down to the floor between your knees. If your bottom doesn't come down here and your knees start to splay or your feet turn out, take yourself a block or a cushion or something else and just pop it underneath your bottom so you can rest on that. So anything you need to put underneath there to keep you up nice and high is perfectly fine, but do make sure that your toes are facing backwards and your knees are together. So this is going to get a little bit of a stretch through the front of the legs. If that's enough for you, you're just going to stay and take a few breaths there. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, you can begin to lower your forearms down behind you and potentially laying all the way down onto your back and letting your arms reach over your head, cupping your elbows. Again, just making sure the feet stay tucking underneath, the knees are staying together here, and you're not having any pressure in your lower back. If you do have any pressure there, just bring yourself slowly back up to another modification. So to the one where you're halfway up, just resting, or all the way up, just sitting down gently on your block. So all these poses you can stay in for longer, just depending on how much time you have. So last pose we're going to work on today, I'm going to come into lizard pose. So just taking your right leg and stepping it forward. Bring your right knee directly above your right ankle and extend the back leg back. Keep the back toes tucked, that'll protect your knee as well. If your knee is sore, again, cushion, blanket, something under your knee. So you can have an option of having your hands just up here. If you feel like you can go a little bit deeper, you can use your block again, pop your forearms onto your block, or lower your forearms all the way down to the mat, and then just sink on in. Good, so you can let yourself just be relaxed here. Try to relax through your neck and your face. Try to keep that right knee on this side, hugging in towards your right shoulder, and then just smooth, long, deep breaths. So take yourself into this pose, ideally for at least 10, 20 breaths, whatever you have the time for. And then when you're done, you'll gently press back up. Good, take that right leg all the way back, and then set up for the second side, so the left leg will then come forward, same variation.